Hi, this is Jason Mitzner with Home Waters Fly Fishing, and today I tied a little March brown wet fly flimp. I love fishing this fly at the beginning of the season. We get that March brown hatch and fishing this thing, through some riffles or dead drifting it if you'd like, in the softer runs. Super productive right before the hatch and even after the hatch or during the hatch. Yeah, really good fly to fish around here. So what I got in the vise is a 1560 Daiichi, and I have a 3/32 tungsten countersunk bead on that. I will start my thread about right there. So we're going to be, this bead isn't going to be up at the front of the fly, so we're hiding it back here. I'm going to pick off a couple fibers of some pheasant tail. Tips don't have to be perfect. I line them up kind of even. This thing kind of has two sides, a bright side and a dark side. I try to tie it with the dark side up because we're going to fold it back over. So bring your thread. Well, the thread I'm using is a 10/0 Veevus in brown. Get this caught. There's one kind of. So the tail's a little long. Just before I really cinch it down, kind of get it to the length I would like. Still just a bit long. That should be good. I'll take my nail and make sure it's on top of the hook shank. Then I will get one wrap behind the tail and kind of flare these things out. Come over the top, lock it in, and I will fold pheasant back, couple turns, it should be locked in. I'm going to take my brown, my small copper brown wire and lay a little bead, or lay that in the side and bring my thread forward, just trying to minimize building, getting this thing thick or heavy. Bring my wrap. Where I'm going to stop this thread, I'm going to kind of shoot for about the size of the bead in front of the bead to the eye. So that's going to leave me enough room to put the partridge on there. I don't even bother building kind of a tapered body. I actually really like it thin. I feel like it fishes a little better and cuts through the water column. All right, dubbing UV ice dub tan. So we're going to just get a little noodle of this going. And I'm pretty light with this stuff. Might work. We might have to add a little more. Not a problem. Pull this down, just tighten it up. Perfect. All right. Oops, sorry, I moved the vise. Lay that pheasant back over the top. I'm just going to keep that tight with my right hand. I'll just bring this over the top and kind of gentle. And that next wrap, I'll get a little more aggressive on it. And fold this back and get a couple wraps behind that to lock it in place. Then I will cut it. So then we'll just take that wire and wrap that forward. It's probably one of my favorite flies at the beginning of the season for trout. These fish really love this fly. Just swinging it down and across. That was 3 kind of wraps. That was probably one too many. You can usually just get by with a couple. Snip your wire. Then let's actually probably just a little. I probably could have made that body a little longer. I'll just put a tad bit of dubbing up here. That'll work. Just bring the thread, and smash that bead back and just get the thread in front of it. A couple wraps, that's good. So then I'll just get a feather out of my Hungarian partridge skin. Got a few prepped. And I prepped that feather a little bit, made sure to get one with the length I like. And I'll just tie this in, tip forward. And I'm really kind of gentle with those first couple wraps. You can cut your feather really easy. We're gonna fold it back so this thing ain't going anywhere. So I've only got 2 wraps on it, and I'm gonna fold those fibers back. Just come over the top. Done. That thing's not going anywhere. All right. So I'm actually gonna bring this thread all the way back to the bead. Same thing, there's like almost 0 tension on that. And right there I can tighten it down. So feather's ready to bring forward. Take my hackle pliers, grab that guy, and then usually if you pick a good feather and you got it prepped right, you really don't have to do much when you wrapping it forward, and just make sure not catching any of those fibers, and you're gonna one turn in front of the other. There's only what can be 3.5, 2 wraps on this. Catch that. I'm holding my thread, I can kind of break that. Perfect. Just kind of even out that head. Maybe a little big, but it'll fish. You can kind of bring that thread down, back to the bead, and it'll kind of lock everything in place. But we're looking good. Whip finish. Done. Perfect. There we go. Little hidden bead, March brown fly.